So if somebody quits drinking alcohol, can they actually then become deprived of it? The answer is yes. There's a well-researched phenomenon known as the alcohol deprivation effect. What this means basically is that when someone experiences an alcohol use disorder and then they abruptly quit drinking, what happens is that their brain goes into deprivation mode and it begins to crave and desire alcohol. This happens because when we have alcohol use disorder, it changes our brain, and our brain mistakenly equates alcohol to a survival need. So when the brain mistakenly is equating alcohol to a survival need and it does not have alcohol in the system, for a lot of people, they will begin to crave alcohol, think about it, obsess on it, and for many of us, it actually leads to a relapse. There's a well-known statistic that 80% or more of people will relapse in the first 6 months after alcohol treatment. And this is primarily due to craving and desire for alcohol because, again, by the time we experience alcohol use disorder, it's changed our brain. It's no longer a logical choice because it's impacting this more primitive part of our brain that is responsible for our survival. I know this experience very well as I used to be addicted to alcohol for nearly a decade, and I tried to quit drinking literally dozens of times, and I'd make it a couple days, couple weeks, or couple months, but eventually I would relapse because my craving and desire for alcohol really outweighed my willpower. I just couldn't hold on anymore, and I'd finally give in to the urge to drink. What's unfortunate is that the majority of treatment programs out there that exist require people to quit drinking alcohol as the first step. And like I mentioned earlier, the success rate of that is pretty abysmal, where 80% or more of people will relapse in the first 6 months after alcohol treatment. So it kind of keeps people going through this revolving door of them quitting drinking, being super resolved, super motivated to quit, thinking that this is going to be the time. And then the alcohol deprivation effect kicks in. Their craving just goes crazy and they can't control it anymore. And eventually they relapse, even though their logic and their willpower really don't want them to. So what can someone do if they're stuck in these cycles of alcohol use disorder and they can't seem to stay sober, but they know they're drinking too much and they really want to get out of this cycle? So I'm really excited to tell you that there's a science-based treatment protocol that's been around for almost 30 years. Not many people know about it, unfortunately, but it has a clinically proven 78% success rate at treating alcohol use disorder. It's called the Sinclair Method, and it works because it heals the root cause of alcohol use disorder, which is inside of the brain, where the brain is mistakenly equating alcohol to a survival need. I've made a lot of other videos about this treatment. You can click the link in my bio as well for my website, where I have a lot more information. And please just hang in there. If you are struggling, there is an answer out there for you.